they represent, and they will continue to represent, because the only strength they have is that Nigeria is. But there's something that is also kind of surprising to me. I don't know if you have also noticed, but for somebody like me, I kind of would love to say one or two things about that. We say, don't let Nigeria happen to you. Okay, whether you say Nigeria should continue, it's a great country, it's going to work around this time around, fine, good luck to you. If you agree that we should stop wasting our time and then call for it and let's break this whole thing up. I mean, can we just start the systemic breakup at least first? Do something around breaking the system up first. Something they said, the devolution of power and the rest of that. You can't continue like this. But I don't know if you have noticed that somehow, maybe it's just me, again, my own observation before I say other things, right? My own observation. Have you noticed that somehow APC, PDP, and others, they kind of are so obsessed with this Peter Obi and all that? I mean, I don't know if it's just me, but I'll tell you what I saw and why I'm saying this, okay? We understood the fact that younger people who have somehow come to the conclusion that they don't have anything to do with APC or PDP, in order for them to be able to have a better life or an experience of an existence as a citizen of a place. So the anger from their experience and all of that, which started from the NSAS protest at the time, you remember? And I remember that I stated at the time that if you pay attention to the NSAS protests and the protesters, right, you will realize that it is not because of just the police brutality. It is mainly about, or mostly about bottled frustration, brutality from everywhere. Not just police brutality, NSAS, and police this and that. No, people were reacting from the frustration that the system has managed or had managed to deny them from expressing over time. That when they had the opportunity of letting it out, NSAS was a textbook definition of how angry those who disagree with this status quo, the existence of this Nigeria, or where NSAS kind of gave you a picture into the heart of the anger, because it got to a point that even the politicians were saying, this thing is beyond police and then police this and that. Shebi, we said we are going to disband them. Okay, we have disbanded them. Oh yeah, we've done this and that. Everybody should stop protesting now. They realized that it wasn't just about police brutality. It's about all brutality, corruption, lack, this and that. They could only express themselves that time. So when the system realized that, the system came for them straight away and said, no, this is not about police brutality alone. So you can sense the same energy in those who have publicly identified as obedient. I'm trying to tell you to pay attention to something, an observation, then I will tell you where I'm going. It is the same energy, anger. If you disagree with them, they attack you. You are a madman. Look at this. They will dig anything they can dig on you. But if you say, I'm obedient to, they will love you. You know why? Peter Obi, that they have now flock around among other rogues that are presenting themselves, PDP, APC, especially those who have the money and the structure. Peter Obi, that they have attached their what have you on, you will realize that if you go against that, they kind of vent the anger on you in a way that even you will begin to say, Shey person no fit just talk this thing, omo no, you go collect ni. Because Peter Obi is now something that they will say is the symbol of their own anger against the system. And this is my own observation, APC, PDP. Especially those who are so confident that they will pay us, they will give you money, they will do this. Have you noticed that they kind of are worried? And I'm beginning to see, shape it will be one way that made them to so concentrate on the Peter Obi and all of them, instead of just ignoring them, like, like they feel like they could ignore anyone trying to tell them that this whole house is going to collapse soon. Do you understand that now? Because I don't see, maybe, just again, just maybe, it is my own observation. On social media, you hardly see PDP supporters and APC supporters criticizing themselves or attacking themselves. I don't know if it's just me, or again, maybe it's just me. It is like same thing that happened during the NSAS. Yeah, the youth, even the youth who were like, who kind of supported APC, supported PDP, when NSAS came, some of them just joined because they could connect their own anger with the system. They could connect it with the protest. Then suddenly it's like everybody just talk about Peter Obi, Peter Obi, Peter Obi. And when they talk about this Peter Obi, they talk about him like somebody who is a threat to them. And I'll tell you why. First thing first, your election as it is going, you may deny or you may continue to pretend, it is going to be tribally hot, ethnically divisive, religious, a lot of things. It will be the worst of the worst election process that you witnessed. I'm talking about bitter, hateful exchanges that people like me will not get interest for your election. What surprises me, or what continues to miff me, is that so all of una go, they do this to una. You are doing all of this to yourselves, right? Just because you want to claim that you love Nigeria more than these ones. And in the process, na finish, we'll kill ourselves, we'll do this and that, threat here and there. But my own thing is that I have not seen where APC and PDP, the usual way, the old way, APC, PDP, where they will be like everywhere now, attacking themselves, sharing things. No. You will see APC, PDP focusing on this Obi. Number one, Obi is Igbo, who has done everything to explain himself and said, no, I may be an Igbo man, I'm one Nigeria. The Obi supporters, who cut across everywhere, I have seen them, there are many, right? Who cut across everywhere are also pretty much believing that, yes, Obi is Igbo, but he's one Nigeria. Anybody who disagree with that, your father. That's where I come with the water part of it. If you no agree, say their own idea of what Nigeria should be, you go collect. So that now united, that somehow has united PDP, APC. Now be everybody they talk. Now, here is first part. Before I go to that ethnic biased, so divided, so hateful, and it's going to be so confrontational. People have they have started attacking people already. You be Obi Abi, you will see a Yoruba one. You see, I'm going to come to that. Make we listen to the advice why Atiku is better. All of you now obedient, and all of you don't have an idea. See, this is Nigeria. Obi should wait. And why is Obi an issue to the Atiku too? To start with, Dino Melaye.
Fellow countrymen and women, I'm here to address you once again in the course of our nation's history. I'm here to address Nigerians, especially on my brother and friend, the former governor of Anambra State, and the former vice presidential candidate of our political party, Peter Obi. Peter Obi is one of the finest Nigerians who is intellectually mobile and administratively sagacious. He's a great Nigerian, and by the grace of God, he has the potential of being a great president in the nearest future. I celebrate you, Peter Obi, and I celebrate your movement for a new Nigeria. I celebrate your conscientization of the Nigerian youth and public on governance and building a new Nigeria. But I want to advise that your time is not now, because you will have to wait for your time. I've listened to your postulations, I've listened to your arguments, I've listened to your deliveries, I've listened to your campaigns, and I can say that 90% of your campaign is dwelling on reducing the cost of governance. I mean, most of your campaigns is around cutting the costs of governance. And I want to tell you that the problem of this country is beyond just cutting the cost of governance. The problem of this country is beyond reducing the cost of governance. I'm not saying that it's deceptive, I'm not saying it's pretentious, but I'm telling you that it is less than 1% of our national problem. Beyond cutting the cost of governance, and I want to say that cutting the cost of governance, you don't need to be a president to cut the cost of governance. If you have a very effective Minister of Finance, you have a very effective Minister of Budget and Planning, you have a very effective CBN governor, you can cut governance. You have a very effective chairman of the economic team. You can cut governance with the cooperation of a president. But I want to say that that is not our major problem today in this country. What we need today in Nigeria is to unify this country. Nigeria has never been this divided in our national history. Not even during the Civil War are we this divided. There is no trust between the North and the South. There is no trust between the East and the North. There is no trust between the West and the South and the Southeast. So we need one character who has the capacity and capability to unite us together as a nation first, because we need to first believe in ourselves as people. We need to believe in our unity. We need to believe in our togetherness even before we can make progress, because without unity there can be no peace, and without peace there can be no development. So first, we need a unifier. Who can unify this country? Today I want to ask sincerely, Peter Obi and his supporters, can Peter Obi be trusted by a typical Katsina man or somebody from the northern part of this country? Can he be trusted as an Igbo man by Middle Belters, by core northerners? The answer, in every sincerity of purpose of heart and commitment, is no. So we need one Nigeria who is going to be trusted by every part of this country, who the North will believe in, who the South will believe in. And that person, without blinking my eyes, is Atiku Abubakar, who, when it was dangerous for any leader to talk about the issue of devolution of powers, when it was dangerous for any leader to talk about the issue of restructuring, he did, with every boldness in him. Today, Atiku Abubakar married a Yoruba man, have Yoruba sons. Atiku Abubakar married Igbo woman, he has Igbo children. Atiku Abubakar married Hausa woman, he has Hausa children. Married a Fulani woman, he has Fulani children. He's a pan-Nigerian, he's a true African Nigerian man. Only him, among those who are candidates of presidential, who are candidates of any political party today, seeking for the presidency of this country, have the capacity and potential to bring us together as a nation. So I want to say, it is time for us to think. I encourage the crusade, the movement started by Peter Obi to continue. Move from campus to campus, move from community to community, move from one progressive group and organization from this country to another, to campaign for the new Nigeria that is to come, and be part of the movement of Atiku Abubakar to rebuild, to restructure, to reorganize, and reboot Nigeria as a country. We must speak the truth, and the truth is the truth. You are a great Nigerian. I salute your political and intellectual sagacity. You are one Nigerian that I know. Tomorrow, there's a space for you. But for today, let us forget the social media drama. Let us forget the diaspora euphoria. The truth of the matter is we need a unifier. We need one Nigerian that can solve the problem of insecurity in this country. We need a Nigerian that will have intel from every security facet of our national life. We need a Nigerian that will get intel from Cameroon, from Chad, from Mali, from Benin. We need a Nigerian that has that capacity to solve the problem of Boko Haram, banditry, and kidnapping, because he has intel and connection with the security network in the South African region.
Oshoni, Ajeni, Elebológun ni, Amániṣeni ni, Afàìmániṣeni ni, wọ́n á fi yín sílẹ̀.
Amen. Dino is talking about Atifku that lives in Dubai. Let me give you some information about how Atifku is one of those who have no shame, and because they've never really been prosecuted for their crimes, so they could do more again and again. Do you know that all of those who are former presidents and former vice presidents in Nigeria, they are entitled for pension for life? Not just that, they are also entitled, okay, to have the same, use all these packages they are giving to all these state governors, like houses in Abuja, houses in anywhere they want, vacation, every year vacation for them and their family members, life medical support for them and their family members home and abroad, right? Do you know that Atifku enjoys that? And collecting the salary of the sitting president of Nigeria. Do you know? Obasanjo, they collect them. Babangida, they collect them. Abdul Salami, they collect them. Bukwari was collecting it, and then he will still also to collect it as well after. And Atifku could live in Dubai. And if there's any reason why Atifku also qualifies, he married women from all of the geopolitical zones of Nigeria. But did you all see or listen to the part where Dino dropped the ethnic tribal line in his reasons why Peter Obi cannot be your president? I have told you many times. I said, listen, we all know that the Nigeria structure, the way it is, if you want to tell yourselves the truth, right, the Igbos are practically not wanted in Nigeria. I mean, it is always when it comes to them. That's when we always have a question like, are you sure he's not going to declare Biafra? Are you sure it's this or that? And guess what? That's exactly probably the only thing they will have to say about Peter Obi, if they really want to campaign against him. Because from all they have on ground, yeah, when you put all of them together, it will be the least among the trash that they'll present to you. Shena Tifnumbu or Atifku or who? So they can't hold him, somebody like that, on anything. So they have to make sure, he has to come so clean because he's an Igbo man. Me, I've told you many times, though, some people are pretty much like they love to be politically correct. Okay? And it's so unfortunate that those who have the idea or the ideology of this divisive, or let's say this division via a tribe and ethnic, and those who also capitalize on it for their own personal benefit, not for all of us, they have more kind of louder voices than us. Yorubas are not bigots who have to be like, you know, but we have those who are like that. And that's because that's how Nigeria is. He's an Igbo man. A Yoruba man that is sounding so intelligent to you right now. A Yoruba man that is sounding so human, that is sounding so reasonable to you right now. When the conversation gets to one Nigeria and leadership in Nigeria, just make sure that if you still want that Yoruba man to still be sounding intelligent and fair, just make sure that a Yoruba man is not on the list. And from that moment, they will lose their home training. It is Nigeria. They have conditioned us that way. And people like Dino, they know it is the easiest one. Oh, he's a Christian and he is also an Igbo man. That two thing is the battle that Peter Obi would have to fight if he wants to be president of Nigeria. I mean, on top waiting. Just because you want to come and do what? To come and be called Mr. President. You go know better. Just make sure say una hold the tempo. Una no slow down. I they like that. Continue. Because it's making them feel like they will continue to use that same old trick. He's a Yoruba man. Or he's an Igbo man. Or he's an Hausa man. Be careful here and there. But yet, everyone that is telling you to be careful of this person, be careful of that person because of their tribe, because of their ethnic. The same people are telling you that Nigeria have to come together and unite. And you're like, that's a contrast. It doesn't make any sense. And politics is the time you will know better how divided Nigeria is. How divided Nigerians are. It is hypocrisy when somebody ignore that and start telling you, I'm an Igbo man and I'm a Nigerian and I know that with this country is your bull crap. But you will know better. Dino quickly dropped something. They didn't say because Peter Obi no get education. Oh. They didn't say because Peter Obi no get certificate. Oh. See, Tinubu no get certificate. The person that is currently holding the space for Tinubu, he no get certificate. Atifku no get certificate. Okowa, the current governor of Delta State, he no get certificate. No be me talk am. Na INEC talk am. They say present your certificate. Now so story that they write. I'm not joking. Go and check INEC record right now. That's what is there. They have no certificate. They gave reasons why they can't present them. But they are not going to Northern Nigeria to say Peter Obi no get certificate. But they are going there to say Peter Obi is an Igbo man. And Peter Obi hates the Northerners. I have been seeing it. This one will be saying them say. That is Northern Nigeria. In Southern Nigeria, the one Nigeria explanation to a typical Yoruba man is that a Yoruba man, let's tell ourselves the truth too. This is our own man. But the man know well. It no matter. She Buhari well ini. I'm gonna forget that thing. She you want me to go and support Igbo ni? But for one Nigeria to be better, if na Igbo man, you think say get the credibility of what you they look for. Why not? If na that Yoruba man, but no they talk say because he be Yoruba man. That's why you want to ball. Baba, now story loan so yeah. Go and read my comment on Facebook right now. I have been called a bastard. I have been called different things simply because I said if I get choice, Kolu will never be my choice. This my yegun eshora for my lenio. He hates Yoruba so much because of my and it is about one Nigeria. Now that is the reality. Other things you see, they are just pretty much the hypocrisy we're talking about. You don't believe me. Sorry, you don't understand Yoruba. Make I take you on a small journey of with Igwe.
Don't stop me. What do you mean? Well, fuck you. You don't be like that. Lekan Ogunyemi tó wà l'Amẹ́ríkà àbí. Àwọn kan sọ mi náà ti expect kọlẹ̀. Àwọn kan sọ mi wípé o ti pè mí lánàá, o dẹ̀ pè mí níjẹta àbí. Ẹ̀bùn Olóyèdé ló ń sọ̀rọ̀, Ọláìyá Igwe. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Wọ́n lọ sọ pé orí nǹkan kan tó ń bí ẹnu kò fẹ́ sọ fún mi pé kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ kí nìyẹn. Okay. Lekon, wait. So my pé èmi ò ń purọ́, I must sincere with you. Mo ń record ẹni o torí ńgbà tí wọ́n ti sọ̀rọ̀ fún mi, èmi náà ti ready ẹ, mo ń record ẹ gangan ni. So ti ẹ gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń sọ mo ń gbọ́ dáadáa. Now dúró ná. Ńgbà tó níṣẹ́ mi ò tó mi jẹ, mo tọrọ owó lọ́wọ́ ẹ. Ọjọ́ wo ni mo wá sí America tó fún mi ní nǹkan. Tí má dágbére fún ẹ pé mo fẹ́ padà s'Èkó. So máa ń gbé fóònù mi mọ́. Oya wá dúró, ìwọ wá ń bú, hey, let me tell kí n bẹ sọ̀rọ̀. Ìwọ wá sọ̀rọ̀ sí mi àtàwọn ọ̀gá tèmi pé à ń polówó Tinubu. Jọ tá bá polówó Tinubu kí ló kàn ẹ́. So ti ẹ ṣé Àtíkù ní kí n lọ polówó. Ṣé Hausa lè ní. Àwọn Hausa kan wà tán tẹ̀lé Tinubu. Fine. Wọ́n ti rí wípé good aspirant òun ní Tinubu náà ṣe tẹ̀lé. Let me tell you. So àwọn kan náà tún wà. So ń gbà kó gbọ́ idiot kó máa gbọ́. Ìwọ ń sọ̀rọ̀ sáwa, ó ti ya wèrè. America yẹn tí ó bá pay ẹ ó jẹ́ wá sílé kó wá máa ṣiṣẹ́ lé. Ṣé Peter Obi ní kí n lọ tẹ̀lé? Yíbò ní kí n tẹ̀lé Hausa. Èmi kọ́là mi ò dẹ̀ kí n ṣe ọmọ àlè Yorùbá. Ọmọ ọkọ ni mí. Ṣó ti yẹ tó bá dẹ̀ ya idiot ṣó mọ̀ pé farabalẹ̀ ṣó mọ̀ wípé àmọ̀ra wa látàbẹ́kúta. Mo mọ bàbá ẹ̀ mo mọ̀ ìyá ẹ̀. Ìgbà tí ìjà ṣẹlẹ̀ láàrin bàbá onígi tó kọ́ ilé upstairs ragbolé tí ìjà ṣẹlẹ̀ láàrin wọn àti dáàdì tó ń parí ẹ̀mí ò kéré jù o lórí ọ̀rọ̀ olóbìnrin dé kò sọ̀rọ̀ olóbìnrin dé ṣọmọ pé ńgbà tán ní kọ́ parẹ́ kí dáàdì ẹ̀ dọ̀bálẹ̀ kan bẹ bàbá fi òrùka sí ẹsẹ̀ tán fi tẹ dáàdì ẹ̀ lórí sọ pé bàbá ẹ̀ ráre kù ní ò ní ṣoríire Amẹ́ríkà tó wà yẹn ò ní wọ́n máa gbókù ẹ̀ wálé ní èmi lòún lálẹ́ àbí. Okay, o ṣe mo ti mo wá fẹ́ sọ fún ẹ rèé ṣó ti yẹ part 1 ni gbogbo ètò ṣe ń sọ yìí gbogbo àwọn ẹlẹgbẹ́ tó ń bú wa lórí social media mi ò ní bú ẹnìkan ṣónú wọn á dára fún wọn káwọn máa ṣépè mo kàn fẹ́ mú ẹran tí nǹkan kan ní ṣó mọ wé ìrèké oníbùdó tó bá mọ̀ wé ìrèké oníbùdó tí Akin Ògúngbè fi ṣe fíìmù lọ́dún lọ́hùn wọ́n ṣe bí Bíbélì ni Bíbélì sọ pé ohun gbogbo ló ní ìgbà àti àkókò wọn kọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ní Bíbélì bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ló ṣe wà nú ìwé ìrèké oníbùdó wípé àsìkò èpè àsìkò àdúrà àsìkò èébú tó bá ti tó àsìkò yẹn aláàgó nú ìwé yẹn pé àsìkò èpè láwa yóò àwa náà ti mọ̀ pé àsìkò èpè láwa ẹ máa ṣe fún wa pọ̀ gbogbo èpè yín pátápátá báwa ṣe rìn tó àdúrà ló jẹ́ à ń fi rẹ́rìn ni ẹni tí òrìṣẹ́ ṣe nílùú òyìnbó nú yín gbogbo yín kọ́ lẹ́pọ̀ nú ọ ẹni tí òrìṣẹ́ ṣe nílùú òyìnbó nú yín òun ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ ṣó ti yé yín Tinubu yẹn làwa máa tẹ̀lé Tinubu yẹn dẹ̀ máa wọlé. Olórí burúkú ni ẹwé farabalẹ̀ èmi ò against Yorùbá nation ṣé ìgbàgbọ́ Yorùbá nation ni wípé àwọn ń tàwọn ọ̀nà àbáyọ tí wọ́n nìyẹn Tinubu lọ̀nà àbáyọ tèmi Tinubu ni ọ̀nà àbáyọ tèmi nígbà tèmi ò bá ti dí ọ̀nà àbáyọ tí wọ́n lọ́wọ́ tí mi ò condemn ẹ̀ anybody ò lè condemn ọ̀nà àbáyọ tèmi lẹ́kàn ó ti ya wèrè gbogbo ètò ń sọ yìí.
Sorry if you don't understand Yoruba, but from the start of the video, you could see the trajectory of where they are taking your election to. Maybe I should use it that way. Some said that it is a staged call. And others said it is real. But in the abundance of hearts, how did they talk that one? The mind, I've been at the heart confess. I've been at the mouth confess. In the abundance of, he made some statements that are real. He said, do you want me You are abusing us because we supported Tinubu. Do you want me to go and support Atiku, Hausa man? Or do you want me to go and support Peter Obi, an Igbo man? I am a Yoruba man. I am not a bastard. Tinubu is the person I'm going to follow, which he has the right to. I mean, but when you listen to the other part of the video, whether it was staged or not, there are some key things there. And the reason why you need to know is that that's exactly what you are going to face in the coming days, in the coming weeks, months, and then whatever happens. A totally divided country, divided people, they know this is obvious. And obviously, too, kind of avoiding the obvious, which is the truth, that this is not meant to be. It is not. I have people who said that, Mayegun, see, listen, Mayegun, listen. This is the last shot and the last time it is. If we try and they try to rig us or anything, that's it. Final. People said more than you. In 2014, 2015, some of them ended up in exile. That they are now far away from Nigeria. Others who couldn't be out, dead or jailed. It is the contraption versus you. Do you get that now? Some of you will say it is the Igbos versus Hausa versus Yoruba versus this and that. But in my own book, I've said it many times, it is a class war. The kind of a class war that determines, that your survival is decided by where you belong. A kind of a class war. As we see, people are going to support their candidates because of where they come from. It has always been like that, but usually it has always been like a two-horse races. Two-horse race and like that, where it will be PDP, APC, or more. You will see propaganda you've never seen before. You will see attack, physical. And some said that, well, it will just be the last shot. And I'm like, does it really worth it? If you look at those who said the Milokon, in all sincerity, everybody get a chance to choose your own choice. Make your choice. I've said many things about choices and then the consequences of choices. That when you make choices, you should also be ready to accept responsibilities for your choices. Like they say, elections have consequences. Sure, you get now your choice. But when your choice of somebody for an election in a country that is so poor and will continue to be so poor, especially the road that they are taking you through, and you choose that I am choosing him because he's a Yoruba man. Oh, great. Well, fair enough. I am choosing him because he gave somebody money. He paid my hospital bill. He did this and that for me. Well, you may say it is staged. I'm going to share the other part of the video with you as we watch. Then I will try to interpret again. Olaya Igwe.
Don't stop me. What do you mean? Well, fuck you. Won't be a like that in America. About Adeboye, my brother. Olórí burúkú ni ẹ farabalẹ̀. Èmi ò against Yorùbá nation. Ṣé ìgbàgbọ́ Yorùbá nation ni wípé àwọn ń tà wọn ọ̀nà àbáyọ tí wọ́n nìyẹn. Tinubu lọ̀nà àbáyọ tèmi. Tinubu ni ọ̀nà àbáyọ tèmi. Nígbà tèmi ò bá ti dí ọ̀nà àbáyọ tí wọ́n lọ́wọ́ tí mi ò condemn ẹ̀. Anybody ò lè condemn ọ̀nà àbáyọ tèmi. Lẹ́kan ó ti ya wèrè. Gbogbo ètò ń sọ yìí. Amẹ́ríkà ẹ̀ ló ti mọ. Ṣó ti yẹ. Gbogbo òṣì tó ń ṣe yìí. Yes, anywhere, any day. Anywhere, any day. Tinubu la máa ṣe tiẹ̀. Ṣó ti yẹ. Okay, ó dàbí farabalẹ̀ ìtẹ́ńbẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀. Mo ti sọ pé mò ń record ẹ̀ dáadáa. Let me tell you. Lẹ́kan. Ṣé mo gbọ́ pé mo sick ńgbà kan àbó gbọ́? Okay, ní the first one tí mo sick. Èló ló fi ránṣẹ́ sí mi tó bá yọ lórí burúkú. Ìgbà tá búrò mi ṣàlàyé fún ẹ pé mo sick pé bùn olóyèdè ọ̀rẹ́ yìí sick. Ṣó gbàgbọ́ ẹ mọ́? That's number one. Number two. ìyàwó Tinubu yìí Rẹ̀mí senator Rẹ̀mí òun ló pe Àjàlá Galingo nígbà yẹn tí mo sì gbà pé ó yá ẹ máa gbé lọ sí teaching hospital ní Ìkẹjà lọ́dọ̀ máa yìí ti kún sí Nurudeen olówó pópó of blessed memory. Yes, òun ló ẹ̀ dìbẹ̀ nígbà yẹn pé kán tọ́jú mi. Ó tún wá pè níjọ́ kẹta pé báwo ni tí ṣé mo sì ní visa America tí mi ò bá ní visa kí wọ́n tètè arrange everything kó máa gbé mi lọ pé ọláyà ò gbọ́dọ̀ kú. So irú ọkọ irú èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn á wá bọ́ tapò ń jáde. Màá wá jẹ́ ọmọ àlè máa lọ tẹ̀lé lómi. Ó ti ya wèrè òní ṣoríire. Ṣé ti yẹ? I know ní ọpọlọ. So you are not an intelligent person. Let me tell you one thing or there. Ṣebí ó wà láyé ńgbà tí Tinubu jẹ governor Lagos State. Ohun gbogbo lọ pẹ̀lú record ni. Ṣé lè Tinubu kọ́ ló liberate Èkó? Mo ń bí ẹni wèrè tó lọ dákú sí Amẹ́ríkà tó ń sọ̀rọ̀. Ṣé Tinubu kọ́ ló liberate Èkó? Lẹ́yìn Jákàndé kò tún sí governor tó bí ti Tinubu. So ti yẹ kò sí. So tí inú èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ bá wá jáde kó fẹ́ jẹ president. So ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ padà sí record ẹ̀. Tún wà àwọn product ẹ̀ bí Fáṣọlá kẹ́ padà sí record wọn. Ẹ wà àwọn product ẹ̀ Àbọ̀dé àwọn product ẹ̀ sanwó gbogbo àwọn èèyàn àwọn tó rí wọn pé tó ń tún Èkó ṣe. Gbogbo ohun tó kọ́ wọn náà ṣe. Ọ̀dẹ̀ ni wọ́n. Record làwọn fi tẹ̀lé Tinubu ló tún Èkó ṣe Èkó dẹ̀ da ọ̀dà Tinubu yẹn. Bàbá Ọbásanjọ́ ò máa sọ sálárì fún àìmọye ọdún. Tinubu fúnra rẹ̀ mà ló rán Èkó ó máa fi ọpọlọ rán ẹ̀ ni. Later náà ṣe wà á jọ pé wọ́n ṣe wá ń consider wọn. Tinubu ìyàwó máa jẹ́ Èkó. Ọ̀dẹ̀ lè ní òpùrọ́. Sọmọ pa àtọrọ owó jẹ wá bá bí ẹ wo bí aláwa ò ní bú gbogbo ẹni tó bú mi lórí social media tó bú gbogbo wa lórí nǹkan tá a ṣe á dáa fún wọn. Ẹ jẹ́ kó máa ṣépè torí èpè yẹn ibi táwa rìn dé àdúrà ló máa jẹ́ fún wa kò lè túnú kan báyìí lára wa. Àwa ò dẹ̀ ní ṣépè fún wọn padà. Ìwọ lèmi máa dín pẹ̀lú ó yẹ ká ṣe kí ni. Okay àwọn ọmọ yín lọ́la èèyàn gidi bíi kí ni bí ọmọ yín kéré. Olórí burúkú ni ẹ̀yin pé tẹ́ǹké náà nìyẹn. Ẹ̀yin gbàgbé ni wípé to rule this nation is not by age, it's by experience and it's by good brain. So ti yẹ Amẹ́ríkà tó wà yẹn kí ni age Biden tó jẹ́ president yín bẹ́ẹ̀. Olórí burúkú ni ẹ bàbá arábalẹ̀ sọmọ ọdọọdàn ìkókó ni Biden tó jẹ́ president Amẹ́ríkà. Olórí ibú ẹ ò ṣe máa bọ̀ lé pé wọ́n ṣe gbá gbogbo síbẹ̀ pé òkè mo fẹ́ kẹ́rù mi lọ Nàìjíríà padà arúgbó lẹ́yìn store. Ṣé kò tún Amẹ́ríkà ṣe àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́? Àlóya wèrè tẹ́ bá délé náà ẹ fi yarí ìṣètì. Oh man, fuck you man. Tọ́lọ́pàá bá da yín dúró ẹ máa sọ fọlọ́pàá pé don't stop me. What do you mean? Well, fuck you. Mo tọ́ bí aláìyá èrè kò ṣe l'Amẹ́ríkà. Ẹ bá débi ẹ máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ òṣì. Wọ́n wá sọ̀rọ̀ fẹ́mi pé àwa ń gbé Tinubu. Ó tí
ìyá ti fẹ́ fọ́ orí anybody. Ebi ti fẹ́ lu ayé wọn fọ́. Ebi ti yà wọ́n ní wèrè.
Thank you. Again, I apologize to those my viewers who who don't understand Yoruba. He's just feeling entitled, and most of what he said, the reason why he's supporting Tinubu is because Tinubu's wife, a senator, the former first lady of Lagos, who is now a senator in Abuja, she recommended him to a doctor when he was very, very sick. That he couldn't afford his own medical bill, his own medical care. There is no medical facility medical, what do they call himself? Medical policy or something like that for them, in a way that even as an artist or things are bad, it was Tinubu's wife that referred him to a doctor in Lagos, and at the same time processed a visa for him to go to America hospital to go and get treated. Do you get that now? And how can he then not pay or pay back? Which is all right. Then that caller, that person was asking him that if you owe him, if his wife did something for you, right? So fine. That they did that for you, does that mean that all of us owe Tinubu? But the question I would expect is that why did Tinubu's wife, whose husband ruled Lagos State for 8 years, and he did so well in Lagos that Olaiya feels so good about it that they couldn't treat him in Nigeria, treat him in Lagos. They had to send him to America Hospital using the Lagos State taxpayers' money. Do you get that now? To send him to America. So he's entitled, he's grateful, and that's the reason why he's supporting him. And he said, whatever you want to say, this is my own way out. This is our own way out of this and that. And if he pays us money, we will collect it. What's the big deal? Just same way, there is no big deal when you make all your choices. There is a bigger deal, especially if you are not willing to live with the consequences of it. So people who fail to build for them are the same people that they want on because they sometimes funded their own shortcomings, which many people like me and you can never, ever afford. How many people are, Remy, if to say that's how everyone is so lucky to be sent abroad, trust me, America will be full now of those being sent by Remy Tinubu. Continue.
Don't stop me. What do you mean? Well, fuck you. Won't be a like America. About Adeboye ma bere oshi. Wo wan sọ fe mi pa àwọn pe Tinubu. O ti rí nǹkan kan àti wa àtàwọn tan don shepe. Ma gun orí podium Tinubu báyìí mo de ma ṣe kíni. Mo ma sọ gbogbo àwọn record rẹ̀ tó ṣe tó fi watch pé òun ni president country. Tó ti yẹ. Oya dúró. Wa fara balẹ̀ wèrè. Everybody inú wa bá ti gbó lọ́wọ́ Tinubu. Ẹlẹ́dàá gbogbo yín kó ṣe dájọ́ fún wa. Tó bá fún wa lọ́la a máa gbà. Bí má sọ̀rọ̀ tán lórí fóònù pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ sí a máa gbà. Láti sọ fún ẹ lẹ́kan, Ẹ̀gúnyẹmí. Ìwọ ni wọ́n ṣe change mọ́tò tèmi. Ṣòro ti ni ó gbàgbé. Kí ló dé tó jọba báyìí ná. Alára mo rí jẹ nìyẹn. Ó jọba bẹ́ẹ̀ gan. Ó lè kàn ti fẹ́ jẹ́ kí n máa sọ̀rọ̀ ságbàlagbà ni wọn ò dẹ̀ kọ́ mi bẹ́ẹ̀. Ṣọ́nà tí pé mọ́tò ẹ̀ mo á fi gbé ẹ ní kan bí 2 years ago ńgbà tó wálé briefly tí mo á gbé ẹ tí mo gbé farabalẹ̀ tí mo gbé ẹ lọ sí Radinsi tí mo lọ já ẹ síbẹ̀ ṣé o ti gbàgbé. That was then. Ó ṣe sọ bí pé mọ́tò mi yẹn ò dáa kí n má fi gbé ẹ ó ní ṣoríire ó ní rí nǹkan kan mú bọ̀ láti Amẹ́ríkà ìwọ lórí burúkú yìí ìwọ ń sọ̀rọ̀ sáwà ìwọ ló ṣì. Okay. Okay. Tí wọ́n ò bá ponú ẹ ló ti weak ó ti weak. Ó yẹ kí mọ́mì ẹ pé ẹ̀kan sọ fún ẹ wípé èèyàn lè máa lọ kó máa sáré kó máa ṣe exercise kó dẹ̀ máa ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ kó dẹ̀ kú jọ́ kejì kan ní nǹkan kan ò ṣe. Èèyàn dẹ̀ lè síìkì fún àìmọye ọdún kó dẹ̀ ṣì wà láyé kan ní bàbá yóò máa kú. Ó ponú ni a ti sọ fún yín pé ẹni tó máa jẹ president orílẹ̀-èdè yìí is not by age but it's by brain. Instead kí gbogbo yín kẹ́ wà l'Amẹ́ríkà bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe wà níbi gbogbo olùtẹ́ bá wà gbogbo olùtẹ́ bá ìbàjẹ́ Nàìjíríà náà kẹ́ bọ́ sínú ilé Ọlọ́run pẹ̀lẹ́kún àti wòwò yẹn là wá ṣe jọ tó bá járúgbó ló máa bọ́ síbẹ̀ tó máa tún bí ṣe bá wa gbé débẹ̀ o tó bá jẹ́ ọmọ kékeré tó bá fara balẹ̀ wèrè tó bá jẹ́ ọmọ kékeré àdúrà tí ẹ̀gbọ́n ò nígbà tó bá jẹ́ ọmọ kékeré ló máa tún lu ìṣe Ọlọ́run ọba jọ jẹ́ kó bọ́ síbẹ̀ ẹ ti conclude pé ọmọdé ló lè ṣe nítorí pé ya wèrè bẹ́ẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀rọ ọmọ kékeré tó lo àwọn obìnrin fún yahoo àbí ẹ̀rọ ọmọ kékeré tó dára oríṣiríṣi tó fraud bámọdé ṣe ya wèrè làgbà náà ṣe ya wèrè Ọlọ́run kó rán láàánú sórílẹ̀-èdè wa ló yẹ kẹ́ máa wí ẹ ponú àwa orí tiwa péjẹ yìí lọ ṣó ti yẹ ó ṣe èrè. Okay.
Charlie boy. But this ain't Charlie boy is our mumu done too much. Charlie boy now your mumu now too much. You be mumu. You think say they wise. You are a mumu man. You are a mumu man. And then throw the tear gas if for something way bad for issue. We just pray. They say our mumu done too much, our mumu done too much. You be mumu, they call other people mumu. They never show you say you be mumu. Nigeria is not for Desani. Nigeria is not for Charlie Boy. Nigeria is not for Goodluck Jonathan. Nigeria is not.
Nígbà tá à ń gbàdúrà ká bọ́ lọ́wọ́ òkú ayé kan tá a sì ń wò pa ń bọ́ ń bẹ̀ lọ wẹ́rẹ́wẹ́ ìwọ ọlọ́run kí lè ṣe wa lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà gan tó tún wá gbé kọ́ọ̀lù mẹ́rin bọ̀ kọ́ọ̀lù burúkú lélẹ̀ abẹ́ ìbí ṣe à ń wò bí kọ́ọ̀lù.
Everybody should pick their choice. So they say now your Joe Biden be that. But according to their record, even Atiku is older than this Kolu. But did you kind of, sorry again for those who didn't understand Yoruba, but for those who who actually understood what he said there, right? Did you all pay attention to his responses every time that the caller says something? When he responds, he says, bye-bye. You know, that's how your baba is. Baba, be baba sheshe niye, baba erari kuni. Oh, you did it, you should ask your mother. Baba, yeah, oh, that's the typical way of those that will be called, that are called batidiots, batimuguns, or call them batmuguns, batidiots, batmorons, and then any other bat you want to add to it. But this man is too old. How old is your father? What about your father? I say, come on, man. I mean, this man is not so healthy. Shut up your mouth. Do you know that God can kill somebody who is young and keep somebody who is very sick alive? All the things that attacks you is what they have as a selling point. So if you meet them on social media, don't always think that they are actually like speaking for us. So even we be Yorubas, we collect from them. They said all of us, we no support Kolu. Sure, you get me now? We are enemies. Enemies! And the rest of all those things. So, and we know that they are still going to call many of us names. Make all of una, we no be Yorubas. Make una slow down. Make una double our doses, No double our dosage on top of this, all your water fight everywhere. Because all of us know, say, now all of us go chop the breakfast, last. Choose your battle.
Oh, gbogbo ala máa jẹ breakfast. Àsìkò tó ní kálukú máa jẹ tiẹ̀ ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ni. Súnmọ́ bílà.
Everyone is an awaiting victim of a system that everyone is trying to figure out, how do we get out of it? How do we get out of it? How do we? We are all in it together, all of us. See this old man, he was so happy they were talking about P2B. The next clip, if you break your heart.
Sẹ́sọ̀ mi Peter Obi lẹ́yìn bá lọ.
Peter Obi sí system of government.
So young youth lẹ tẹ̀lé. Tẹ̀lé àwọn tó lanú dẹ̀. Tẹ̀lé àwọn tó lè di flag mi.
Yes o. Peter Obi
lẹ́yìn bá lọ. Yéé àwọn eléyìí.
Peter Obi sí system of government. Peter Obi by the people. Peter Obi for the people. Peter Obi response to the people.
Yépa.
Progress and prosperities of the nation.
More
poverty in Nigeria. Empowerment of the whole nation and the youth of this country. Transparency and technocracy of government and transmission of the electricity of this country. All the tribulation that APC and Buhari live for him. Resurrection of the resurrection of the economy resurrection of the economy of this country from the dead economy to life economy. Peter Obi is going to obey Nigerian constitution and fundamental human rights law.
Yes, sir.
Going to be the best administration Nigeria ever had in 1900. Peter Obi is going to use intelligent and intellectual people to run the system of administration of this country in order to turn Nigeria to be a utopianism, federalism, idealistic, and equalism country. I call all the north, all the east, all the west, and the south to call Obi into power in order to turn Nigeria to be a great nation, great people.
One love.
Very cheerful man. You know, you find you will find his likes almost everywhere, who are kind of so enthusiastic about what they think will probably make a difference and all of that. Unfortunately, he got targeted though. People know him, they know where he lives and the rest of that. And then sometimes just immediately after the video, he got knocked down by a car. I'm happy that people are already helping him. I only brought his story up tonight to tell you that a lot is going on, and it will be good not to pretend. That very lively man who was talking earlier on the sick bed after being knocked down by a car, driving one way. It's like driving against the traffic. And I want to bet you it is intended.
Accident on Tuesday. As I come down from the vehicle that coming from the one way, I didn't see it. It just hit my leg. That is how the thing started. I'm very, very sorry. And I have a lot of things to do. I'm very happy to tell you today that it is not my will. I have a lot of things to contribute to campaign organization on the motor accident.
So good enough is caught the attention of Peter Obi's social media, movement. And I bet you that they are already working to really, really assist him. Something that they do with ease, especially those who have been following them, I would say. May Nigeria not happen to me. May Nigeria not happen to you. We are all just a victim waiting to happen. When I say that, it doesn't mean that I'm wishing you evil. I'm wishing you anything. I'm only saying that it will happen one way or the other, especially as long as Nigeria continues to exist. Some of you said you want to have your own fight. Last fight. Good for you. Good luck to you on that. Anyway, there is a person who knows about your anger, and that person is Rotifmi Amechi, the Ubima, Judas Iscariot. He returned home to a rousing welcome in Rivers State, in Port Harcourt. I think it was yesterday. Well, he wanted to be president, and after all the old game and all of that, he resigned as a minister of transportation at the eve, on the eve of the train Kaduna Abuja, train passengers who got kidnapped just a month or so before their convention, APC, Egbekebese convention. Well, the journey all said and done, Amechi is back home, was back in there, and he was advising the people there. He said, listen, I know we've messed up. I know you guys are hungry. But in that your anger, now only APC, Egbekebese save you. How? Come on. They are taking a piece. That's pretty much like the way I feel it. When I take a look at those who are passionately, as Nigeria must be saved. You're taking a piece. That's what you're doing. You're taking a piece. And then it's like a repeat. Rinse, watch, repeat. Rinse, watch, repeat. That's what you want to be doing for 4 years. And that is pretty much like a gambling with the lives of the people. And it could be you gambling with your life. That's so expensive, a risk for somebody to take, especially if you know better. So that's why somebody like me will be like, oh, why do you have to gamble with yours? Nigeria. They know you are angry. They say in that anger, please don't go and choose others. Okay, choose us. We still have the solution. We just haven't unveiled them so far. It is taking a piece. Nigeria is not this. Nigeria is a great place. We should all come together. We should this and Papa, you are taking a piece. Honestly, you are. Because you know the reason why you would ask me to come together and united is because you know we are divided. And if you understand why we are divided, you will understand that just saying come together is not enough. It is taking a piece. It's like insulting me indirectly and then expecting me not to ever get angry. So I've chosen not to be angry, by the way. I'd rather just wait it out and see how you would pull it off or how you will react when your disappointment comes calling expectedly. How would you react? NSAS happened, and I thought, oh, if they attack this, but if they should touch these people, Nigeria will explode. It happened though. I've seen a lot, but sometimes I've also learned that sometimes you should let them enjoy the adrenaline. Let them enjoy the blood rush, the enthusiasm that comes with hope, especially the ones created from the place of frustration like that of Nigeria. You did 8 years ago. It beat you hard. It beat you so deep, and it killed a lot of us physically, and then, well, financially, economically, and the rest of that. So to somebody like me, I'm just going to be like, why? I mean, is it worth it? But to some of you, it is, because you are having that adrenaline rush. You are believing it's going to happen. The best that I've learned over time is to let you experience it if you would be allowed to experience it. Choice, something that somebody like me won't decide. But you can't ignore the division if you know that we need to be united. Why? Because we are divided. Why are we divided? You know it. I know it. We all know it. How come we are so scared to address them, to discuss them? Oh, no. When the good person gets there, we will discuss them. Hello. Come on, man. That line doesn't really work on everyone. All you will get at the end of the day is going to be, you know what? We don't make the decision. Nothing we go do. Oh yeah, go and defend yourself. With what? How? Defend yourself with what? The decision that will lead to go and defend yourself later. Now so it be. You don't do same thing again and again and then expect a different result. Pretend this is not happening, or it is not what it is, when you know it is exactly even deeper than what it is. Then when you get the other result that completely negates what you projected, then what do? Maybe we should consult our own forefathers and consult this and that. Or maybe then Yoruba nation will make sense to you. Maybe then Biafra will make sense to you again. Guys, let me tell you something, right? You see, human want is unlimited. And most of the time, yeah, the human brain can only deal and embrace with what it gets right now, which is what they say human brains. That's why you need to feed your mind, feed your brain with informations that will never allow any kind of distraction, manipulation, lies to have a place in that your mind. But if you fill your mind with less information, so to say, that will make you one morning. Last week you are Yoruba Nation now. Well, somehow you are getting convinced. Maybe Peter Obi, or maybe Tinubu is a Yoruba man, it is and that. You have created that room for all the lies, propagandas, and every other thing that they are dishing out there, they are putting out there to play with your mind. You have already created that room for it. People are calling me, Mayegun, I am telling you, Yoruba Nation is not going to come anytime soon. We should all try and then, support this one, support that one. People were calling me. The way I'm seeing this thing, Mayegun, I think we should. I'm like, I don't know why you have to ask me before you should, because I am never going to come out here and tell you, oh, you should. After all we know, you should do what? On top waiting. People are now saying, Peter Obi is going to discuss Yoruba Nation and that. I say, you go see where Peter Obi would deny the self-determination at some point when the real campaign starts and they say Peter Obi want to be president to break up Nigeria for Biafra. He will come out boldly. He will do video and will say there is nothing like Biafra. And some of you who use that excuse of Peter Obi is better and is going to support Biafra, and because of that, you change your DP, you change your profile pictures to Labour Party. I have seen many Same thing with my Yoruba brothers and sisters. Yoruba nation can wait. Tinubu is a Yoruba man, and this and that. It is legitimately. We should blah, 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 blah. You Tinubu, we do this. You know what I mean? Because you have already planted that in your mind, and therefore, it is going to what? It is going to widen so big. I have seen it all. People asking me questions that if they should. And I'm like, I'm not the one who is going to tell you. But you are denying, you are lying to yourselves. You are deceiving yourselves. If all you know why Nigeria is not working, why Nigeria will never work, if you have to let all of that be lost on the old virus software and there, Baba, enjoy Amo. But you are going to come back and then what? Remember that you actually knew then that Nigeria will never work, especially not the way it is put together right now. Then you're going to come back and what? And pick up where you left it. Biafra now, Yoruba nation now, Abi. Save yourself all of this. Save yourself all of that. Keep your stand. I wish I could make you do that genuinely and just say, oh, the way I just said it now, that's it. I don't have to repeat it. But no. You are following the enthusiasm, the optimism, all these lies that comes with Nigeria will be this or that. You are ignoring the foundation. The foundation is that we are divided. We don't trust ourselves. We talk about unity. We talk about progress. We talk about one country, but we don't mean any of those. You know it. I know it. And if you and I are allowed to vent our own disagreement or anger with the system, trust me, man, you are not going to stand up for one Nigeria. Unity is not just a word. You don't just say it and then you say, yeah, we are united. Well, you know better. All of this observation I've just made now. So people like me feel like, what is the reason for? It's not worth it. But to some of you, it is. But start paying attention, though. I don't know why they feel like Peter Obi is a threat. On social media, you can throw banters, you can do all of that. But Baba, if you see APC, now Peter Obi this. It has gotten to a point that they are now saying that Peter Obi mob, they are bullying other people. I'm like, Oh my boy, if you live long, sometimes you go see some things where you say you don't believe safety happen. No. PDP, APC, they complain of bullying from the children of anger that they massacred during the 20 days NSAS protest. Suddenly, they go ban your Twitter, ban Facebook, ban everything. So last, the only thing they won't ban is that your identity that they have told you that doesn't really matter for now. Nigeria is number one. Nigeria is this and that. The real you, who you are. I'm a Yoruba man. Who are you? So thank you so much. I'm going to take a break. And I think I should take a call. I still have like an hour I can spare or share with you just to take a few calls as well, okay, tonight. But before I do that, right, do me a favor. If you have been with me all this long, I think we have over 2,000 of us on YouTube, which is good. Thank you for coming. So take a moment, like the video, okay? Share it. And if this is your first time, you can also subscribe onto Mayegun's Diary Political. Set your notifications on, and you won't miss anything. I will be back in a minute. Then my line will be opened to all.
Liar.